If you follow my channel, you'll know that I'm a big fan of Japanese denim and Japanese fashion, and in particular, over the years, Ironheart. And if you're familiar with Ironheart, you'll know that receiving one of these brown paper envelopes is a really exciting thing. Picked up in their sale the other day, end of winter season sale, one of these fantastic ultra heavy flannel buffalo check shirts in green, black and green. Absolutely fantastic. Been wanting to try one of these for absolutely ages. Previously, over the years, I've reviewed their lighter weight 9-ounce indigo flannel, still going strong, and also their denim shirt as well. Both those are in their Western style, so a bit of embellishment on the pockets and the yoke and so forth. This is a work shirt style, so with a simpler, straighter pockets, buttons rather than the popper fastenings, and of course in this amazing fabric. And we'll come in for some close-ups in a minute, but just to give you a few of the key details on this shirt, as I say, it's work shirt style, so simple. It's this ultra heavy 12-ounce Aspro cotton, and apparently that's picked in the foothills of the Andes. Amazingly soft, yet really quite substantial and heavy. It's been brushed once on the outside, and on the inside it's brushed twice, so it's super fluffy. We'll give you a little close-up of that. Absolutely amazing fabric. Apparently this is windproof, so it's going to be really good in the colder season. I'm thinking, on a cold or chilly summer evening, maybe wearing this over a t-shirt. But yeah, absolutely beautiful shirt, lovely detailing. And in terms of sizing, Japanese sizing at Ironheart, so everything's slightly smaller than the equivalent Western size. So normally I'd probably be heading for a Western medium. Pretty consistently I'm going for large in their shirts. Really nice fit on the denim shirt. On the flannel, I've noticed there's a little bit of shrink, and they do say you can have up to half a size shrink. The work shirt is cut slightly more generously, only slightly, but a fraction of an inch more on the chest, and that's where I've noticed a little bit of shrinkage maybe in the past. But of course that shirt's been with me for a few years now, taking me through lockdown. So how much of it was shrink of the shirt, and there could have been possibly, dare I say it, a little bit of expansion of me as we went through lockdown. But I think this will be pretty good. So I think I've got a little bit of room for a touch of shrink, but it's 22.1 inches on the chest, and quite a nice fit for me. So what we'll do is we'll come in for some close-ups, and then we'll show you the shirt on. Just taking a very quick look at the key differences between a Western and a work shirt. It's really down to the extras, so very simple utilitarian pockets on the work shirt, simple button construction, little pen holder there, just stitched down the side. On the Western, you've got these slightly more fancy shaped pockets, sort of like the shape of a jeans back pocket, with a nice sort of arcing detail at the top here, popper fixings, and then at the shoulder, no detailing on the work shirt, so nothing going on here. But on the Western, you've got this little extra, I don't know if it'd be a yoke at the front, but it's got this little extra sort of flourish. Really like it actually. What I particularly like is the way Ironheart perfectly match the patterns as they cut their fabric all the way through on both shirts. You see it on the pockets, you see it on the edges here, on the collar. Lovely attention to detail. And on the rear, you've got the straight yoke on the work shirt, simple straight detail there, and on the Western you've just got that extra little fancy arcing detail. Again, symmetry on the cut there, just brilliant attention to detail. Just coming in for a few close-ups. The real highlight on this shirt and all the ultra heavy flannels, what really brought me to it is the fabric. So as I said, this is a 12-ounce Aspro cotton fabric, single brush on the outside, but just taking a look on the inside, that double brushing is absolutely brilliant. Beautiful, beautiful sort of detailing. You can see it turns into almost a striped pattern because of the way that the fiber's been brought up. Absolutely beautiful, feels wonderful, and looks brilliant. As we've got it open here, you can see that you've got a orange bobbin detail on the edges of the planket, I think it's called, this bit where the buttons go. You can see it's a double stitch, so 2 runs of stitching on there, and the same across the yoke. You've got a nice Ironheart label in the back there, size large of course. Just moving around back to the front here, you've got the cat eye buttons rather than the poppers that we've seen on the Western shirts, and again you've got buttons rather than poppers on the pockets, and these are a simple straight across pocket, so very utilitarian work shirt. You've got obviously a single button at the cuff, and just on the inside here, quite a nice little detail, you've got a little bit of piping or lining here just on the inside of the cuff there. Again, that beautiful Aspro double brushed cotton. One thing I noticed on this, as opposed to the other Ironheart shirts I've had, this is not a selvage fabric. The indigo flannel and the denim shirts I've had are selvage, but this isn't. I'm not quite sure why. Probably from a different manufacturer. If you know why some of these are selvage and some aren't, do let me know. It's always nice to have a little bit of extra selvage detail, just one of those things that I guess denim enthusiasts like to see. But moving down the shirt, obviously you've got beautiful patterned fabric, and one of the things I always like about Ironheart as we move down, beautifully matched pocket patterns, so everything's symmetrical, whether it's the collar, the pocket, the arms are perfectly symmetrical in how they've been cut. Absolutely lovely attention to detail. Moving down to the bottom of the shirt, you've got the chain stitch runoff that sort of begs to be trimmed off, but if you're into denim, absolutely important that that stays. You've got a little gusset at the bottom there. Just inside the shirt, one thing to note is a little detail that I've really enjoyed on the other Ironheart shirts is on the inside of the breast pocket, or on the chest rather, you've got a little print explaining some care instructions, sort of screen printed on. You don't get that with the ultra heavy flannels. I'm guessing that the extra sort of pile that's been bought up, if that's the word for it, doesn't really allow screen printing to be done. A little bit of a shame, really like that detail, but that's what we have. On the insides you'll also see felled stitching throughout, so it's folded over on itself, makes it for really, really nice, neat, strong detail. So it's a sign of quality, a bit of felled stitching, and of course you've got the double needle stitch along those seams as well. Just coming in for a few shots of the shirt on. This is a large, as I've said before. I think it's a good fit. I'm between sort of 5'10", 5'11", about 78 kilos. I think we've got a bit of space to accommodate some shrink. I will expect a little bit of shrink as it's first washed. Arms, body, plenty of room for that. And I think we've got enough room in the chest there for it still to be a comfortable fit, even if it shrinks a little. Well, that pretty much brings us to the end of the review. As I say, this is my third shirt from Ironheart. I really find actually the Ironhearts are probably my favourite product that they do. Fantastic denim in their jeans, but their shirts really are something rather special. Not the cheapest. This is retailing about just shy of £300. In the sale, I think it was about $2.50 maybe, so far from cheap, but judging by my previous experiences, it will last. I think they do offer free repairs, and there's no complaints that I've heard about the longevity of their shirts. As I say, slight chance of shrinking, so I will be hand washing this. Pretty cool, but it is fairly generously sized now. A little bit of shrink on my original 9-ounce indigo shirt, but still working nicely. The Western denim shirt, absolutely fantastic. Really, that is rather very, very nice. So yeah, it's a great shirt. If you've had one of these or any of their other ultra heavy flannels, please let me know your thoughts. How was shrinkage on it? Did you size up? I'm not sure if I really want to go to an extra large on these. The large seems to fit really nicely, but we'll follow up maybe in a few months once it's had its first wash. Of course, the indigo original here, I haven't done a follow-up video on that. It's 2 years old. I probably should, but spoiler alert, it's wearing very nicely. Yeah, not quite as new, but not far off it. Really worn that a lot. Nice shirt. Denim shirt, nice fades coming in. But yeah, so that's about it. As I say, share your experiences with this or any other Ironheart product that you've had, and yeah, comments below. I hope this was useful. If you haven't found the channel before, please subscribe. Do check it out. You might find that we share some other common interests as well as expensive Japanese fashion, but I think probably quite good value, to be honest. But yeah, check it out. Flashlights, boots, denim, that sort of stuff, and that's about it. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.